Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Today, we're going to react to the UFC career of Israel. Is I can't really pronounce. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. But yeah, this is by Chiseled Adonis. This is his career, pretty much. Just like Mike Tyson's, we gonna see it like this. You know, Chiseled Adonis had his little funny effects and everything. So yeah, we in for a treat right here. Let's check it out.
Alright, so boom, ahead of UFC 271, it's only right that we take a look into the UFC career of Israel Adesanya. He made his debut in 2018 and his first opponent was Rob Wilkerson. And at the time, this would be quite the tall test because Wilkerson had only suffered one defeat in his entire life.
Damn.
Sleep around, you motherfuckers.
Oh Lord, he turned his opponent into a horse. He's trying to ride him. He's trying to ride him.
Come here.
The tiger uppercut and tiger knee crush left this man's face as red as a used tampon in the women's bathroom. He was tasting so much blood you would have thought he likes ketchup on his meals on Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
Help! Help! I'm surprised nobody threw in the towel. This man don't want to fight no more.
Facts. Ref. Ref.
The referee's
He's
either
bleeding.
blind or he's got bloodlust. Why he keep letting this man get his ass whipped like this?
Ref, you could have been called the fight.
Man's left the octagon with internal and external bleeding, and Izzy wasn't even satisfied with his performance. Man's looked like he just left the kink dungeon and got done with a session with a dominatrix with hot wax on his body, but it's actually his blood. He got fucked up. Look at his nose. This man's gonna be a mouth breather for the rest of his life.
He should have called that.
Broke my nose.
Oh, fucking do it again.
He should have
Izzy
called
don't
the
even
match
look like
early.
he been in a fight. He would then take on the 12-3 Marvin Vettori.
You're gonna be quicker than that.
Fucking kick. You missed me. Fuck you, bitch.
Payback's a bitch.
Do it again. God damn it. He did it again.
Vettori proven to be no slouch despite what Izzy throws at him. He seems unaffected.
Fucking kick.
We
Gotcha, bitch.
Fucking kick.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You missed.
Gotcha, bitch.
Hiya.
Gotcha, bitch.
You're pretty good.
Holy shit.
He was so caught off guard by the elbow, Vettori done forgot they was in the middle of a fight.
Fucking kick.
damn.
Didn't see that coming.
And after 2 rounds of standing on their feet, they'd both go to the ground in the third in a very even fight. Both competitors gave it their all, both taking damage but also dishing out the even amount. But at the end of the fight, in a split decision, Izzy would leave victorious.
That's right. Crying like a little girl.
Vettori was so heartbroken by the result, he didn't even congratulate his opponent on the victory. He's headed to the back to go get a weapon.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Come on,
Wait
Chisel.
a minute. On each blend anime, and trying to cut your knives, going to date back to A. Julian. If you comes in a break it, can't really having a chisel. You call me Kodo Doc off your very
Scheduled program.
3 months later, Adesanya would take the ring again against Brad Travaris in his very first UFC 5-round fight.
I want to suck your cock.
Hey, what the fuck?
Whoa. Oh, he almost had him.
And despite the attempted leg lock not working out in his favor, through 4 rounds, Adesanya was whipping Travaris' ass. He doesn't call
Clearly.
himself the last style bender for no reason. Had his opponent's right eye bleeding, looking like Zuko out there. Izzy would win by unanimous decision. Entering his fight against Derek Brunson, Adesanya would finally move into the top 10 middleweights.
Daddy, chill.
I got your nose. God damn it.
That's it. Enough of this shit.
Hiya.
Finish him.
Die.
Enough's enough. Somebody stop the damn man.
Oh, you mad because I'm styling on you. You got better gear, quit styling on me.
I'm styling.
The cowl is on me.
Activated polymerization fused his kneecap with his opponent's zygomatic bone. He tried to feed this man his ACL. Somebody get that man to Wakanda. He gonna need the heart-shaped herb. All kinds of blunt force trauma. He lost his equilibrium. His head wanted to keep fighting, but his legs wanted to go home.
What am I gonna do by my legs?
Dominant first round victory for Adesanya. In his next fight, he take on one of his idols, the Spider, Anderson Silva.
Okay.
You do well. You do well.
The future Hall of Famer isn't what he used to be, but he still got that swagger that made him arguably the greatest of all time. They'd fight to the final bell and pay each other respects, as Adesanya would take the victory on a unanimous decision, and one would consider this the passing of the torch.
Impressive. Give your respect. Elder Gods defeated.
2 months later, he'd take on the UFC interim middleweight champion Kelvin Gastelum.
No. You're never gonna catch me.
Fuck!
Jesus Christ.
Through 5 rounds, both men put up a hell of a battle. Had him backpedaling
Goddamn.
like he was in a cover 3. By far Izzy's toughest fight, but when they went to the decision, Adesanya would pick up the biggest victory of his career, being named the interim UFC middleweight champion of the world. Now with a shot at the gold, he'd take on middleweight champion, the man who hadn't lost in 5 years, Robert Whittaker.
Come here.
Whittaker was saved by the bell. Into the second round they'd go. Both men fit to be champions, not a single man giving an inch.
Shit.
It's all over!
And in the second round, the Stylebender has done it. From Nigeria to New Zealand to America, this man is the middleweight champion of the world. The two-piece was too spicy for Whittaker. He could not take the heat. He caught Izzy with a left hand, but didn't know he had a two-piece connecting flight to the Shadow Realm.
My turn!
Damn.
Do it again.
Finish him.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
The Hunter has now become the hunted, as his first test as a reigning champion would be against the human video game character, the silver medalist Yoel Romero. And the ultimate counter-striker ain't gonna hit you until you attack him. Romero is a human trap card, lives his life by TM18 counter. In a fight where there was more action at the conclusion of the fight in a standoff than during the fight inside the octagon, Adesanya would capitalize on his very first title defense.
You're pretty good.
Next up, he'd take on the undefeated Paulo Costa. The pride of Brazil would try to beat Adesanya at his own game. You throw a leg kick, I throw a leg kick.
You missed me.
You don't mock me.
You'll regret that forever.
That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
Falcon kick! Falcon kick!
Gotcha.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Don't you ever mock the champion. Man's got TKO'd, and look at
Let
the
his
streak
ass
of blood
leaky.
running down this man's body. Had that boy looking like Jesus after he got crucified, bleeding from everywhere. A couple fists to the temple put him on the ground, and the ground and pound done sent him to the gulag. Legend has it Brazil hasn't accepted him back since, and still middleweight champion. Next up, Israel Adesanya would try to do what only 4 people in UFC history have ever done: hold 2 titles simultaneously as double division champions, as he take on the light heavyweight champion Jan Blachowicz.
Come here.
Somebody call the police!
Call up. Yeah.
Adesanya absolutely overpowered the entire fight, did not take a single round, and he'd suffer his very first loss in the UFC. And next up, a familiar foe, another meeting with Martin Vettori, the only split decision that Adesanya has ever had in his MMA career. And ever since their last meeting, Vettori has not taken a single L.
My turn!
Oh, I ain't worried. Biatch. Stupid bitch.
Why you keep doing the same move?
Fucking shut up, bitch.
Both men just as even as they were in the first fight.
What's the matter? You're the one who started this game, and now you don't want to play anymore? You were enjoying yourself before.
I got you now, SpongeBob! Victory is mine!
Now die!
He's got Izzy in the rear naked choke.
Are you sure about that? Yeah, well, not anymore, you're not. This is starting to get boring. My leg!
Jesus!
And at the conclusion of this fight, there would be no question as to who was the true victor.
It hurts. It hurts so much.
Despite a couple of takedowns, the entire fight, Vettori was getting work. He didn't check a single kick to the lead leg.
Oh, fucking do it again. Fucking kick!
Man's getting trolled at the final decision.
Please let me win this, Lord.
Methinks not.
Adesanya would win on a unanimous victory and put the entire middleweight division on notice that he's still the king. And after making easy work of Marvin Vettori, Adesanya takes on a familiar foe. The man he took the title from, UFC 271. It's Adesanya Whitaker 2. Will Robert get his title back, or will Israel still reign supreme over the middleweight division?
Find out on the next Dragon Ball Z.
Alrighty. Alrighty, so yeah, that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. We'll check out part 2 of this. I guess if there is a part 2, I think there's a part 2, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, peace out.